everybody, what's happening on a Monday evening in USA and Tuesday morning in India? I'm back here with my next video and with a rather interesting topic and from one of my favorite places. It's my daughter's room, which when I was gone in India, my husband got her room done for her because he knew that he would have no interference in, what should or how to do it, what not to do. And her room looks really good, so the credit goes to him. And from her room, we get to see it's the brightest room in the home, and then we get to see the backyard. And we have a lawn that is a part of the home association, the area that we live in. So that large green lawn that where you can just walk and some people get their dogs for a walk, fly kites. I get to see that from her room and it's right next to my home. She asked me 5 minutes ago, Mom, what do you want for Mother's Day? Do you want breakfast in bed or breakfast ready on the dining table? And I said, I want breakfast there out in the lawn. And then I asked her, did they tell you in school to ask us mothers about breakfast? And she said, no, Mom, I just thought of it. You deserve it for Mother's Day. And I said, yeah, I don't want to do anything all morning that day. And she said, Mom, I was thinking you not having to do anything all day. And can you believe it? She's just turned 6. And I absolutely believe her because she's been that lovely little daughter since when she was even 3 or even younger than that. Like sometimes I say, you are my mother, She cares for me so much. Touch wood. Lucky me. So this is my second video from her room. She's watching TV downstairs and I hope you don't get to hear much of that. Okay, so today's topic is a great topic and I think it's perfect that I'm not dressed. I don't have makeup, which I usually don't. I'm not the makeup gal as much. I'm not have my hair perfectly done for this topic. It's absolutely apt. The topic is this YouTube video that I accidentally came across, which was made up by a man. And he claims that he's the love guru. And he said he has all the tips. Some of them were shown in the video to show you how to get a man attracted to you, how to get a man come crawling up to you, some of the words that he used. And I was astonished to see the number of views that video had, and I said, I need to make a video for my nieces and for anybody who has the Mr. Right, Miss Right in mind, like you've already met that person, you want them to be crazy about you, or anybody that you're looking for in times to come. And really it doesn't matter even if you're much older and looking to, have a partner, date somebody that you're in love with, etc. But I want you to know that even though some parts of these videos are true, why you should not follow them. And I will start by saying that when I was young, I used to teach my cousins and friends how to do the stuff. So don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm telling you to not do the stuff. It's thrilling, I get it. And as youngsters, as teenagers, you want to do the stuff, but as you mature, you learn a lot of things about relationships and why such stuff is just thrilling and fun, and there's not as much honesty or as much authenticity in these. Okay, so no matter what video you see, no matter what whose tips you follow, whether that's a friend giving you suggestions or you following some video, reading something online, it is great to know ways to charm men and women because it makes us feel great about ourselves. But really, you want to have a partner who wants to be with you or who is crazy about you for who you are, not for what you have to do to attract them, if that makes sense. So it's almost like in psychology, we say it's like playing a game. It means that so for example, if I'm the woman who wants to charm my man, I will do things to charm him, and so I will play the game of charming you, and the man will play the game of chasing me. And then once you are set yourself in that role, you're going to keep playing that game over and over again. So you might find this guy starting to be crazy about you because you're following those techniques or tips that have been given to you, but you will notice that to keep up in the relationship, you will constantly have to keep doing that because that's how you started the relationship. That was the foundation of your relationship. That was the foundation of the thoughts that you built in your mind to start that relationship. When actually you could very well have a person who will love you and want you and find you charming for the way you are, not for special things that not because you have makeup on and you look great with makeup and look charming, because anybody can look charming with makeup. Anybody can look great with wearing great clothes, right? Or having the perfect figure. But you don't want to do that. You don't want to go out of your way to do things to get somebody to be crazy about you. If that's, if that's how you say it, being somebody being crazy about you is what you want. And so yes, but there are some things that are true about how you can attract, what would men love and what would women love. But a lot of it is misconception. A lot of those, some of the things that we're either taught culturally or we've learned from others. For example, it's for to attract a man. Okay, it's not, believe me, it's not as important to look great. I'm not saying that, be obese and just don't do your hair and don't look good at all. Do everything that you want to do to feel good about yourself, for yourself, of course. But don't go out of your way, or don't feel that because you're not looking good or because you don't have makeup on, you're losing out on something. Because it's not as important for a man to have a woman who looks good. Believe, like, logically think of it, there are thousands and millions of women who have great figure. They have a great face, they have great skin, great hair. There's no lack of supply in that area. But yet men, that's not all men are looking for. If they want it, they'll just find somebody beautiful and be with her. That's not all they want. What men want is somebody whom they feel comfortable with. That is the most important thing for a man. If I were to just say one, if you were to ask me the one thing, it is that one thing. Other things might matter based on the personality. And every man is looking for different things, and people marry for different reasons, whether it's a man or a woman. But the one important thing is, if he feels comfortable with you, he will love to be with you. He will find you charming. And if you feel comfortable with yourself, you will be able to give that comfort to a man. So if you don't feel comfortable with yourself, you're not going to be able to pass on that vibe in your relationship with that person. So, and once you notice that, once you start doing that, once you start feeling comfortable with yourself and feel okay with the way you feel about your body, you feel about where you are at in life, with your confidence, with etc., whatever, automatically the man will start finding you charming. You will not have to start, put in as much efforts to look good. You will not have to put in extra efforts to have a great figure or wear the best clothes or talk in a certain way. You will not have to, because you will just be so in ease with yourself that you will automatically become a charming person. So that's that for a man. And to attract a woman, what a man needs to know is, and where they make a mistake is that, go up to a woman and talk to her. Never ignore a woman. The mistake that men make, so even when a woman is angry with you, if you've argued, or if she's not giving you enough attention, the mistake that men make is they withdraw. They become aloof. And women will be overpowering. They'll try to go and get too much attention from men because they want that. So while you don't pester a man too much, you don't ignore a woman too much. So go up to the woman of your dreams, show her that you love her, find ways to express that to her if you really want her to in her life. And besides that, even if you were to go one step above that, you just don't need to do anything. If a man really, and this is very true for a man, if he really likes you, if he really wants you, he will find any way, let me tell you, like any way to get you in his life, or to get your attention, or to come up and express himself in no matter what way. So if he's not doing that, then there's a reason, then he's not too sure, or whatever that may be. That is very true for a man, that I know for sure. And I don't know about women. I don't know if that's true for women. But ideally, the ideal thing would be not having to do really anything in terms of going out of your way to get someone to be charming. Why do you want to create that? That natural chemistry or vibe has to be there. Just be there with your presence and with the other person's presence. Okay. I hope this helps you girls, and I don't know if I was able to make the video exactly the way I wanted to make it, as well as I wanted to make it, but these are my thoughts put across, and I hope you no more have to feel uncomfortable with yourself or feel pressured to stay up in this modern world. It's there, that pressure is there, when especially as teenage hits in, and then you're in your 20s and you hear and you see all these women doing all these extraordinary things, and then they're bragging about the boyfriends that they have. I've gone through all of that, right? I've seen, and like I told you before, like I have done that with my cousins. I have shown them how, like, this man was not giving her attention, and she wanted him to be crazy about her. And it was not even about, I told her that it was not, we didn't do anything about the way she looks, but the way she spoke, the things she said, the timing of, when to say, when to keep a gap. We did that step by step, and at every step I would tell her, now he's going to reply this, now he's going to act in this way, now he's going to respond in this way. And that happened, and then in the end he was crazy about her. He came back to her and he proposed to her, and she said, I don't care about you. So don't use this stuff to play with anybody's feelings, and know that this stuff is true, but it's not what you want. It's not the best energy to bring in. So it absolutely works. Like I told you that I did, I used to show my cousins and my friends how to manage men or attract them. But is it, you want to, it might be fun when we are young, but as we grow and we go through relationships, we realize that really you don't want to be able to have to do anything to attract that person. Just bring in someone very genuine, who genuinely loves you, and that's the person you deserve. And that this is true for whether a man or a woman, but I'm making it more for women because that's what the video was on, and I think the pressure is more on women than on men in today's world, from what I know, to show up in a certain way. Okay, take care of yourselves, be comfortable with yourselves, love yourselves for who you are.